PBC News. I'm Mary. There is breaking news from Jerusalem that the man believed by many to be a prophet and by some to be the actual Messiah has entered the city in triumph. Unusually, he has not arrived by car nor by helicopter, but riding on a donkey. Crowds have been reported to be thronging to catch a glimpse of him. We can now go over to our correspondent, Miriam Goldstein, live in the city of Jerusalem. Hello, Miriam. Can you hear me over the noise?
Hello, I'm Miriam Goldstein. I think you can just hear me over the crowd. The crowd are going absolutely wild. Jesus came here about half an hour ago and he got off his donkey and started doing a walkabout. He seemed really relaxed. This crowd really seemed to love it. And you can see behind me the jubilation on their faces. They just can't wait to get a piece of Jesus. And I must say, it's really infectious. It's a real carnival atmosphere. And it's back to you in studio.
Thanks, Miriam. Earlier today, Miriam did a couple of interviews with people from the crowd in our studio.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate you speaking to us today. As one of the many Pharisees and teachers here in Jerusalem, can you tell me what your impressions are about the reception that Jesus is having today?
Well, to be honest, I think it's like any celebrity coming into town. People want to meet them, they want to get their autograph. These things last a short while, and then after that they fizzle out. I mean, I think it's a little bit verging on the absurd, to be honest.
Right. So are there particular things that you're concerned about?
Well, I'm a little bit concerned that people are going to be drawn away from their faith, from the law that they've been following for years. This man has come along making changes to our religion. And people are following him because he's offering something easier, and they're taking hold of this and thinking this is an escape from having to be in relationship with the God that they've been brought up to be in relationship with.
I see. So, do you feel that Jesus is a danger in any way to people?
I think he is. I think he's a danger in that he is, as I said previously, he's drawing people away from their faith, from the synagogue, from the temple. They're no longer going to be coming to worship God in the way that we've prescribed. They're saying that forgiveness of sins comes through this man. How on earth can that be the case?
I'm struck by the happiness that people have today. Do you feel that maybe that is the draw, that Jesus is offering them love and happiness and contentment, whereas maybe that's not what your religion, as it were, is offering?
Well, I beg to differ. I think our religion is all about a compassionate God who loves. He's our creator, he's the one who gave us the law to live by, and he loves us as we obey his law. This man can offer no more happiness than a momentary excitement about a celebrity.
I take your point. Well, thank you. It's been good to speak to you, and thank you so much for giving us your precious time. I'll allow you to go back to your flock. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming to the studio and talking to us. It's quite a day out there in the crowds, isn't it?
It is. It's
you
busy.
can have a little bit of a rest while you're in here now. Now, I understand that you've got a very special story about meeting Jesus. Could you tell us a little bit of that?
Yes, I have. It's very special to me. What it was I'd been ill for so many years.
Yes.
And I went to many doctors, but they could not find any solution. They just kept saying, oh, try this, try that. And so I'd heard about this man who'd done wonderful things, and I thought, if only I could just...
And this man was Jesus?
Jesus, yes. His name was Jesus, and I'd heard so much about him, and I thought, if he can do such wonderful things, perhaps he could just help me. Just give me some peace or something. So he was teaching on a hill, and I'd heard about it, and so I went. But oh, the crowds! There were so many around.
Yes.
And
like today.
Yes, just like today. But I think even more so because everybody wanted to hear what he was saying. So I did push and shove, and I was pushed and shoved, but eventually I just got, but I couldn't get to ask him anything, and I just put my hand out and I touched his clothes.
Yes.
And as I touched it, and something miraculous happened. It just went as though from the tip of my head, top of my head to the tip of my toes.
Wow.
Just a feeling of love
Really?
and peace came through me, and I just was so
Overwhelmed by it, it
yes,
sounds.
yes.
Yes. So you knew something had happened to you.
Definitely, yes, and I felt as though there was some healing going through at the time.
Really, that's amazing.
And he turned, and I was a bit scared. And
So he knew that you touched
He
him.
knew I'd touched his cloak,
That's
yes.
amazing, and all those people as well.
Exactly. He didn't know who it was, but I thought, oh dear, I don't know. And he was asking, who touched my cloak? And
Really?
yeah, and I thought, oh dear, he's going to be cross.
Yes.
And so, but I thought, I've got to own up. So I just stood up and put my hand up and said, it was me, Jesus, I touched your cloak. And he said, right, well, you have had faith. Go, I have healed you.
Really?
Yes.
And did he
He
heal
said,
you?
go in peace. Yes, he healed me, everything.
Are you well today?
I am wonderfully well.
And
Look at me.
Is this why you're here?
Yes, to praise him and to thank him.
Well, that's a wonderful, wonderful story, and thank you so much for sharing that with us.
It's been a pleasure.
Miriam Goldstein in the studio.
Thank you, Miriam. It seems that Jesus has caused quite a stir. I don't think that this will be the last we hear of him. This concludes the news report. I am Mary, and this has been the PBC news reporting on the latest from the city of Jerusalem.